Mr. Bond, I've been expecting you. Well, hello. It's Dexter and me again. Stuck indoors again, I'm afraid. As some of you may know, I suffer with multiple myeloma, which is a type of blood cancer, and from time to time it makes me quite unwell, and unfortunately this afternoon is one of those times. I went out this morning to take some pictures and was hoping to get out this afternoon to do some filming, but it hasn't happened, unfortunately. But instead of not making a video at all, I thought I'd show you all around my brand new home office space. That's right, I've got my own dedicated, I hate the term man cave, but it's a dedicated office space. I used to make do with a desk and a couple of shelves in the corner of the spare room, but now I've got this dedicated lovely space. So if you're interested, I'll show you around. Well, aside from cars, one of my main hobbies is photography. So I thought I'd develop a space where I could process and print my photographs. Well, I say process, they're all digital ones, so edit, I guess is the, or post-process, I guess is the correct term. Anyway, the most important part of any home office space is, of course, the desk. I've got a desk that now runs the full width of the room. I say full width, sounds rather grand, isn't it? About 2 meters or 7 feet. And that houses my late 2012 iMac, which is now getting on a fair bit, I'm afraid. I'm hoping that it's not going to conk out of me. But you never know, it is getting on a bit in computer terms. But everything is backed up, so if the worst comes to the worst, I'll just connect an external hard drive up to a MacBook and use that instead. Also on my desk I've got, not sure if you can see it, I've got my, it's a Canon scanner, and I've got my toys. I've got a Buzz Lightyear, a desktop Lemmy, and a Cyberman. Next to that I've got an old vintage Voigtlander twin lens reflex camera. I like collecting old cameras, and I've got a few more which I'll show you in a second. The next shelf up then I've got all my current camera gear that I use. So I've got my lenses, I've got a Canon film camera, my Fuji X-T2, the X-T20 has been used to film this. I've got a pair of Nikon binoculars. On the top shelf I've got another Buzz, I like Buzz Lightyears. I've got some more vintage cameras. I've got an old Helena, an Ilford Sportsman, a Yashica, and then about a 50-year-old light meter. All of these are collector's items, and all of them are, no, not priceless, they're worthless. They're about £5 each on eBay, I think. Also on that top shelf I keep my tripods. Got a few tripods that I use. Below that I've got a little notice board, and then I've got my Canon Pro 10S printer, which produces lovely prints. It wasn't cheap. It's an A3 printer. It's got 10 ink cartridges in it, and it really does produce lovely prints. Next to that I've got my collection of CDs, well, some of my CDs, the rest of them are at the loft. I like mainly rock music, so I've got AC/DC, Black Sabbath, Bowie, Dire Straits, ELO, Led Zeppelin, Queen, Springsteen, UFO, Thin Lizzy, that sort of thing. I'm not sure if that's your bag, but that's my musical taste. I've got some prints, and I've got a lovely model camera that my wife just bought me for my birthday, which is upcoming on Wednesday, so I hope I'm feeling better by then. I don't want to be unwell on my birthday. It's quite a miserable experience, trust me. And I got some shelving, which I salvaged from the old office space I used to have. I've got some knickknacks and some old ornaments and things, my photography books, and a space to keep my camera bags. I got 3. I've got my camera stills bag, my video bag, and I've got a walking out and about bag. On this wall then, I created a space to display some of my prints of the pictures I've taken. I wanted somewhere to hang them. There is Dexter's basket. And then underneath the desk I've got some old wire drawers from my old office and some new IKEA drawers. I also put a blue LED strip underneath the desk. The reason being that if I leave the house for any length of time, I know that if that light is on, then everything's powered on and I need to turn it off. Otherwise it stays on all the time. So, there we have it. There is the During the Meanwhilest production centre, where all the magic happens. I think Dexter thinks he's finished work for the day now. So I think you're out. Go on then. Yeah, he's had enough. So anyway, thanks very much for watching. Hopefully by this time next week we'll have some outdoor driving content to look at. And until then, bye bye.